Welcome back into Orlando. It's the final day it's the final day before the Citrus Bowl. This morning, we were treated to a reunion of sorts as we got to hear from Iowa's head coach in Kirk Ferentz and Kentucky's head man in Mark Stoops.
Yeah, I'm glad you Kentucky media woke up. I was enjoying my coffee, actually.
From waking up the media to plans after the bowl game.
I'll say the next 3 days are pretty damn good because you don't have to work, all right? You're done. And, you can actually finally, for one time in the season, really enjoy things.
The final press conference of the week featured two men that were cut from the same cloth.
That's correct. We've been dogs in all but two. Is that correct? And whatever it's been, 19 bowls, 18 bowls. So just seems to be the world we live in. But, we'll see what we can do.
Don't take my role. That's usually us. So we like to feel the same way.
Two coaches that know how tough it is to be successful in college football's premier conferences.
You're the expert on O-line play, but
blue collar, not blue blood. The Hawks and Wildcats resemble the traits of the leaders of their programs, something that will be on display come Saturday. And as for those X's and O's,
who will be the starting quarterback tomorrow?
No, I guess you'll know at 1 o'clock. Probably before that, actually. But I really don't think it's that big a deal.
The Hawks still haven't named a starting quarterback, and the team will be without RB1 in Tyler Goodson. The workload will be divvied up between a stable of running backs.
When Tyler made his decision, really wasn't counting on Ivory to be available. So, our plan was just to go with Gavin and LaShawn, and we got faith in both those guys. LaShawn really hasn't played much, but he's practiced really well.
It's like looking in the mirror for both programs, rooted in the foundation of Hayden Fry.
We started watching film, and immediately it put a smile on my face. Well, it was a frown and a smile, because the frown was, oh damn, they're pretty darn good, and but the smile was, I love the fundamentals of the game. And Phil, in his defense and the entire program, you see that the minute you put on the film.
And the respect between these two, it was definitely easy to see.
Yeah.
Multiple times throughout the press conference this morning, we heard Coach Mark Stoops refer to Kirk Ferentz as coach.
Yeah.
And so, this guy's been a head coach for 9 years, and he's still and coaching for longer than that, obviously, and still refers to him as a coach. So you can definitely tell there's a lot of respect from the two, and that definitely transcends onto the field between these two teams. I think they really respect each other after getting to see them earlier in the week.
Yeah, absolutely. And a big part of that was Kirk Ferentz was on that coaching staff back when Mark Stoops was a player under Hayden Fry. Stoops talked about his favorite memory of Coach Fry.
I think a memory that sticks out to me is the fact that Coach Fry, along with a few of his assistants, traveled to my father's funeral during the week when we're preparing to play Michigan. And at that point in time, just about every year, probably a lot like now, well, different sides of it, but at that point, it seemed like the winner of the Iowa-Michigan game had the upper hand to play in the Rose Bowl, a big football game, and he flew in, and that just to pay the respects to my mother and our family. It says an awful lot about him. He had a great impact on myself, my brothers, so many other players, and you see a lot of the characteristics that Hayden Fry started so many years ago still running with Coach Ferentz.